Okay, now we're going to do, we already have the home feed. We have all the functionality here. We don't have friends yet. We're going to save that kind of for last. And then we have this inbox and we have profile. So it's all looking pretty good. Next thing we want to do is the inbox. So the inbox consists of a couple different things. One, the main thing is chat. So you can chat with people you're friends with. Then you can also see activities. So people that have liked your photos, commented on your photos, and then also new followers to be able to see that as well. So let's get started. So we're going to go to the inbox and we're going to grab a couple things. So first thing I want to do is get followers, and we already have followers from our auth provider. So all we need to do is bring it in. But let's see. Right now we only have the IDs. So, oh no, we have everything actually. So followers are the people that were the user. Okay, so we do have all the data actually. So let's bring that in. Const followers from use user. Let's use auth. Use auth. Why is it all of a sudden suggesting something random? So just to see, let's check out. Yeah. So follower user ID is always going to be our user ID. So I keep saying that because I'll be honest, it confused the crap out of me for a while. But we need to join on follower or on user. So we're going to add user so that now we could get that user ID. So now we could see the two people that just followed us. And actually we don't even need it here. We're going to create a different file called followers. And that's because we can get to it from here as well. So we want to be able to click on this to get the followers. But we also want to be able to click it from here as well. So from here on out, it's going to be like the same type of data being navigated from different areas. So we went to the concept of a profile photo. I'm going to copy and paste this actually. I would think to create this as a component, but it's such like a simple thing that we might not necessarily need to. And also like here, we're not going to use image. We're going to use the same class name, but we're going to use just a regular view. And in that view, I'm going to do BG blue dash 400. And we're not going to do text either. We're going to do like an icon. So this is going to be for our followers. So the people that just followed us. So we'll be able to see who just followed us. I think it's people. So it's a white icon with a blue background. Flex row. And then we're going to put new followers. And let's just say hi. Okay, we don't want to center this, nor do we need the background. We want to put this in a safe area view. This should actually just be the default instead of just doing view all the time. That would help to import it. To Excel, text center. So we want to be able to items center, justify center. It'd be nice to be able to spell followers correctly. Luckily, this one doesn't really matter. And okay, so we want to turn this into a button, touchable, opacity, and we want it to go to router.push. We want to do followers, a page that doesn't currently exist yet, and nor does the router. Okay, looks good at least. Doesn't currently exist. Yep. No, I don't want that. Icons, chevron forward. And then we're going to do space between. Items center. There we go. Okay, so now it goes to something that doesn't currently exist. So let's create that in the app, new file. Also added some more videos. It's a little cooler. And the sound works. So this video I uploaded. It's pretty cool. Nice. Okay, just enjoying our work. And then let's add a new file, followers.tsx. And essentially, we kind of want the same thing. So we want to add our custom header actually. Header, and then title, followers, go back, no. And import it from there's certain times that ChatGPT really black gets confused. Okay, so here's actually where we want followers. So we want to add the flat list, and we want to put this whole touchable opacity in the render item. But instead of going to followers, we want it to go to user do followers dot user ID. And then, so this is where we're eventually going to have a profile photo, but we don't have that just yet. So we're going to replace this person to the same height and import it, image. Okay, so there we go. Oof, ugly. Okay, so we need to add, so the route still works because it's file-based routing, but it's still showing the tab part because we actually never defined the route. So we don't see followers in here. So we want to add it and remove the header. There we go. And then we want to remove this item sender. And now we can see our followers. Although I'm not really sure why it keeps doing. Okay. And then you could go to their profile. Nice. Okay, so now we can see all of our new followers. Say hi. And then next thing we want to do is activities. So if we go back to inbox, we're going to end up creating another. Oh, wait, we could change. We could remove this. We're going to add another section here for activity. Another route that doesn't currently exist. And see what people are doing. Suggesting time. Interesting. Activity, let's do red to differentiate. So now we have to create another page for activity. Activity.tsx. Let's define it first this time. And so activities is going to consist of showing who liked your stuff and commented on your stuff. So it's going to be a very similar component to followers, but layout wise. But let's see. Okay, so we need to see get comments and get likes. So if we go back to the database, so likes, and now I'm realizing something. We could see likes, and so remember, user ID is the person that liked the video, so that's not what we want. But we want to get all of our videos. We want to get the people that liked it, so that's why we have video user ID, and then comments, which we made it optional, but video user ID here is what we need to fill in. So there's a reason why we have that. So let's fix that comment first. I don't know why. Okay, so comment. So we need to add video user ID and then the params. So the params are here is the video ID. We need to pass in something else to this params. So do params. So where's this coming from? /comment. Just comment. And then we need to add video user ID. There we go. So now when we make a comment, it fills in the video user ID. It all makes sense now. Okay, activity. Followers doesn't exist. So let's empty that baby out. And then we need to get a couple things. Const get comments. Supabase import. Not from lib utils. We want to call this on load. We want to import React. Comments. What do we need from the comments? We don't really need. We do need to join on user. So in the future, we're going to want to use their profile photo. So we need their user ID, but I don't think we need that just yet. So we want to get comments of every video ID, not video ID, video user ID, and that would be our const user ID, user from useauth. So user dot ID, aka why we just fixed that damn thing. And then get comments, set comments, data, comments. Let's try this out. So the comments has user ID, video ID, and then text. So ideally, once we have the user ID, we're gonna have the avatar on press. We don't need this to be a touchable opacity. Not everything needs to be a button. And then we want to show the username. Oh, we do need to join then. So we need the username and the comment. Item dot text. Let's try this out. Hey. So let's just fill out our ID because it's fixed now. So if we reload, let's see some more comments. Yay, there we go. We don't need the chevron, so let's get rid of that. Doesn't actually do anything right now. Oh. Perfect. Although I don't think we need this either. So this is actually a super simple component because it's just showing, there's no action on it. It would be nice to have some padding. Okay. Oh, other thing, date. We could see item.created app. Nice. Okay. So, I mean, it's not very nice, but you get the point. So let's make this like super small. But we could format that date later. But we have it. And it's looking nice. So now at a high level, these are different videos. We can see all the comments. So the next thing we want to do is add the likes. So we're going to do the same thing. Comments, get likes. So literally the same thing. And then we want to, actually let's do get likes, and then we're gonna do another to get activity, comments, likes. There's definitely a better way of doing this, but for time, problem is I don't think likes are there yet. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a cascade of things. So we're gonna call get comments first. Get comments passes in the data to get likes. And then we're going to do comments. and then we could set activity. So we don't even need likes. Where are comments defined? Okay. So we get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Nope, keep that. So you'll see in a second that there we go. And then we could do if no text. So we could do text or liked your video. Hey, there we go. And Tim really likes my stuff. So we could see liked if I like my own thing. Now we could see nerd like my video. And let's see, we could also, so the next thing you could do is sort by date. And then also you don't really want to grab everything. So you probably want to do like limit probably 10 to each one. I mean, the whole order is only so long. So you could order by create a date by each one. But then once you concat them, you have to order it by date in the front end. But since it's only 20 items, that's not too bad. But here we go. We have all the comments and likes of our videos, and we have the followers, which we can then check out, say hi. And actually one more thing that we want to do is if we come here, this is our own profile, we want to add a follow button. So right now it only shows the sign up button if it's our own profile. Otherwise we want to show a follow button if we're not already following them. So let's add that real quick. So let's go to profile. So if auth user and then otherwise, and then we're going to do another view in here actually. Why did it just add all of those classes? Okay, in here. And then we want to check if, oh, this is an old, const add, follow user, follower. So we could just copy the same functionality. So we liked follow. Okay, here we go. We want to make it look a little different, but we essentially want the same functionality. And this is when this should be a hook. But we want to get everything working first, and then we could start to make everything look nicer. So from user, following, following as, we can do following as my following, because we're already importing it in here. So unfollow, we're just gonna not use an icon this time. Follow, and then passing in the user. So we already have, so if this user equals ID, we're gonna do my following. let's do U for user. And then we need the functionality as well. Follow user, Supabase, import Supabase from lib. Dios mío. Okay, so follow user, and then we want to update. So get following, and then user. That's not gonna work. So we need auth user, user. This is why naming is so important. Okay, so follow user. If we want to follow this user, we're going to be the auth user is us, and we want to follow this user. If we want to unfollow is us. Okay, now that we have unfollow and follow user, let's actually try it out to see if it works. So we're going to go over to the phone, and we have our user. We can see the plus button, so we're not following this user. And we click it, we can see the followers change. We can unclick it. Okay, it works. Now, if we go to our profile, we can see we're following 4 people. If we go back and click unfollow and go back to profile, now we can see we're following 3 people. So there we go. Following and follow user and unfollow user is working, and it shows up in our profile as well.